Hello and welcome to my channel, SUGA Nigeria Lifestyle Channel, and welcome you once again this brilliant day. My name is SUGA, your regular host here, and I think it's been very interesting with the content we have actually been able to produce so far, and we'll hope to do more, and we hope that you also help share and drop your comments and your own perception about different topics we've looked at. Help also share, like I said, and we want more subscribers. Thank you very much. The numbers are growing gradually. Today we'll be talking about something very different, especially now for the guys. And I've looked around. I've not seen that kind of content, really. Maybe for the guys here in Nigeria or outside Nigeria or some part of Africa. I've not seen that kind of content being looked at or that discussion being put up. So I will look at it and I'll expect your reactions, your own view about this particular topic. We'll be right back to treat it after this short break. Don't go nowhere. All right, welcome back from that very short break. It is about 4 different reasons why that girl you may be going out with right now, you should not marry that girl. Well, I know this is a very funny topic. Lots of people will say, oh, well, I want to hear from you. Well, let me quickly read it out. I put them down because after doing a lot of research, sometimes you have to put these things down so that you not forget. So, well, relationships are very, very controversial. When you talk about different experiences we've all had, and you want to look at how the guys are faring. I think we've taken so much so much part of the criticisms. A whole lot of ladies who want to look at guys and look at what's best for them. But do we also, as guys, look out for what's best for us? Because you're going to stay with this woman for the rest of your life. You must certainly be sure of the kind of woman you're going to be with. We're not saying there are perfect women out there. Of course, it's good to be a well-to-do guy. It's good to be a caring guy. It's good to, spend the money. It's good to work very hard to have the money. Of course, it's always just the first thing. About the first thing, as a guy, you should have something that, is sustainable, that you and her can live on. Despite the fact that we want to say a whole lot of ladies are encouraged these days, to support the family. But everything stops at your table. The buck, like we say, stops at your table. But now, what are those 4 key pointers that should make you part away with that particular lady you're with right now? Number 1, she's good at slaying, but not at praying. Now, that is controversial. A lot of ladies I engaged with before coming out with this particular recording talked about, why would you come at me not knowing how to pray? Well, yes, it is something you want to look at very well, but modern day and even in recent time, it is also good while you have a lady that knows what is trendy, that wants to dress to kill. Of course, for you now, if she eventually becomes your wife, it is also very key that she's also good at kneeling down and to support you spiritually, because whether you like it or not, things happen, the physical, but more in the spiritual, and she must be very conversant with what this is all about. And she should not be carried away with material things. She should not be carried away with things that, entices, and all that. You need to also be very wary about the spirituality of your family and keep your family, in that particular bond. That's with prayer. You must always do that. You have kids, you have to teach them to pray, you have to make them know the way of God. It is very, very important. And if she's not good at that, I think it's a number 1 pointer for you to actually say, no way, I'm not going to stay with this kind of woman, because you're going to live with her forever, like I said. And if you don't settle this from the beginning, it will be a major problem later on. So definitely, number 1 for me, I don't know, but like I said, a lot of people have come at me for that. So certainly, I would want your comment on that. Number 2 for me, definitely, is the fact that she does not encourage you to save. While you're dating, of course, you should be very keen about her interest in your earnings and how you expend them. Now, if she's not interested, but she's only interested in how we're going to buy this and buy that and buy this, and not saving for rainy day, not saving for the days that you not have, definitely there's going to be a problem. You must look out for that. If she talks about how you earn and how you expend your money and what you do, how and what you do, with your cash, definitely you should run away from such woman. If she's not about that, she's not bothered about that, watch it. Definitely it's not the right way to go. You must be very keen about the kind of words you hear from her regarding your finances and how to expend them. And if she doesn't really encourage you to save, because, well, I have my woman, and I know how many times she's actually told me that, well, we need to have savings, we need to plan for this, plan for that. And the kind of person I am is totally different, and she has been able to guide me, so far, to be that kind of guy that would always think that, well, it's not about you and me again, it's me, you, and the kids. So you must save in case maybe that money you're expecting did not come early or does not come anymore. You must get something else that we can rely on, and that's why we need to save, to also get properties, to get things, to invest. And this is a very critical point in the family. And if she doesn't encourage you, even from now that you're dating her, she does not encourage it, run, my brother, run. Now, number 3 pointer. Now, this is another very interesting part. A lot of women think, okay, men, you like to eat. But the way to a man's heart, certainly food is very, very part of it. Forget sex. Sex is, yes, important, but food is very, very important. Oh boy, a man never chop, problem good day. So certainly you must get your man well fed. So you don't tell him eat out in the morning, eat out in the afternoon, eat out in the evening, or for dinner, eat out, man. So are you trying to tell the man that you don't know how to cook? Thank God for the woman I actually have. So I get to eat in the morning, take food out for lunch at work. Then when I come back, I get something treated to a fantastic dinner. So it is very, very important. But if she doesn't encourage you to come back home and eat her food, but she wants to always, tell you to, eat out every time in the morning as you're going to work, you have to carry a plate, to go buy food, or to go to a restaurant to eat. And for lunch again, you have to go do that because maybe at work or wherever you are. And when you return back home again, you're not treated to a sumptuous dinner, then there's a problem. I think there's really, really a problem. And she's not even interested in adding catering to one of our hobbies, so to speak, in case she doesn't know how to cook. Yes, you may not know how to cook well growing up, but when you get to this point, it is also very important to learn how to cook. It is important, and we should not take it for granted. Now that's pointer number 3. I don't know, but like I said, I will expect the comments, but what I jotted down and compiled definitely is very, very interesting. Okay, another one is she makes demands, but not the contribution. Now, yes, it's good to make demands, of course. When your woman come ask you about this, you want money for that, money for this, it is very, very interesting, and of course you must do it. It's your responsibility, fine, it's good. But when she's got, what does she, do with her own? Does she come with you or to you to add to what you have, or to sort out things that are minute, things that maybe she doesn't need to call you for, even things that are bigger? But the fact that she is able to add that, or she's able to do that for you while she can't reach you, or even while you have, but she's ready to contribute, makes her a very good woman, or woman that you can marry. But if she's not interested in contributing her own quota, no matter how little it is, but she wants to always demand from you, even if she doesn't have, but at least you will see that, you will see it in her that, oh, if she's got enough, she's going to add to this, or she's going to support me with this, definitely you go for her. But if she doesn't, and even when she has, she doesn't want to share with you, she's not ready to contribute, please, she's not a woman. Because what if in the future there are things that happens and you needed her to support you and she backs out, then there's a problem. You're going to live with her forever. You must be very critical about this particular point. And there are other jara that I want to also make you think about as to the kind of woman you should marry and the ones that you should run away from. Some have argued about maintaining a woman. Yes, it's good, maintain your woman. She'll look good for you, she'll do everything, but it's not all about just maintenance for her. There are other things that you need to also sort out, especially when you start having kids. You must think about not just staying together 1 or 2 years before you start producing kids. You think about when the kids come. Is she ready to sacrifice her own for the kids? Because it's part of that characteristic you must look out for in a woman. Is she ready, to also take care of your kids or take care of you in case you're sick? It's also very, very critical. Not the one that would, jackpot, go bill when the time reach and you not see her. Then definitely you must be wary about this particular pointer also. Another one that I think we can add to this topic is since you met her, your bank balance has been steadily reducing. She's been all about this, about that, about this, and you can't say no because you want to express love to her. But it's just going down and down and down. My brother, run. That's just it. Run away, because she's not about what's going to come after. She's about just your money, and it's not just about money. Well. So much to argue about, so much controversy in this particular topic today, and we hope that you also help share and drop your comments and your own perception about different topics we've looked at. Help also share, like I said, and we want more subscribers.